Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. 2nd Street exit, waiting for that stupid light to finally turn. Hey, I got your back. We got some fun stuff here on Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Good morning. I'm James Raby. And things that make you go, a NASA mission could have, and maybe still will, destroy the Earth. I know I deliver this in some kind of mild-mannered way, but it is quite alarming. NASA smashed their $325 million DART rocket into an asteroid yesterday at 15,000 miles per hour. The asteroid's named Dimorphos. It was 6.8 million miles away from the Earth, which sounds like a long way, but is it really? Is it? The spacecraft was the size of a vending machine, and I hope it had Reese's peanut butter cups so it knows that we came in peace and love. But the goal was to see if they could knock an asteroid out of its trajectory, just in case. Well, I'm not an alarmist, right? I'm not being alarmist here, but I've seen a movie or two. One $325 million butterfly in space that could potentially alter the balance of the universe. The known universe, anyway. Like, what if that particular asteroid, and I'm just spitballing here, what if that was the galactic overlord Goofus's kid? Remember Goofus? Yeah, well, what if it was Goofus's kid that loves that asteroid? That's his favorite rock. No one messes with Goofus's kid's rock. Well, now, if it had been Gallant's, galactic overlord Gallant's kid, we all know that'd be absolutely fine. Thank you, Highlighter Magazine. That would have been great, but it's not. It's Goofus's. And now there's going to be heck to pay. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, because it is 6.8 million miles away, but it all comes our way eventually. Have we doomed generations ahead of us? You got to be careful, NASA. I feel like we didn't have enough notice about this. Like, were there flyers? I didn't see any flyers. We didn't get to give input. It's why I want to love about the go. It is a beautiful morning. First of all, going to be sunny with a high around 57 today. It is 46. I love the crispness, but also I've been having a blast chatting with Viola here on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show studio phone. You have an awesome story about people doing dough-headed things during a natural disaster. Let's hear it.
It was a beautiful bluebird sky day. It was just gorgeous. We were out there fishing, and then an alarm went off, and somebody came up to us and said, "You need to get off the water. There's a squall coming." And I wasn't really sure what that was. But anyway, we hurried up. By the time we got back to the cottage, we were trying to hold on to the boat so we could get it tied to the pier.
Yeah.
But they were telling people to get off the water. Well, there was a couple on a catamaran, and they would not leave. But their catamaran, it picked it up and threw it right through one of the hotels, right through the window.
Wow!
And it threw them off, so they fell into the water, but it picked it up and threw it right through the window. But I'm surprised they didn't get a ticket, and I don't know, maybe they did. But the Coast Guard was out there telling everybody to get off the water.
Wow!
And they said that it's not a big deal. They're at one of the hotels close there, and they would not leave. And it ended up picking up their catamaran. It threw them off of it, and it went right through the hotel window.
Viola, you have blown me away. Thank you for sharing that. Wow. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Of course, this comes up because Hurricane Ian. It's Ian. The Florida Beach Patrols are saying, hey, don't be on the beach. Hurricane Ian's coming. But, of course, people are ignoring the big yellow flags they put up that say stay away, and they're going to the beach for the big waves so they can surf. Right? Right. It's just like the people I used to talk to in Sturtville that would come by or call and say, hey, I don't see any tornado. Are you outside? Yes, there's a tornado warning in your neighborhood. Get inside. Anyway, Andy, you got a story about your mom being a doughhead during a big storm?
My in-laws lived in the Gulf of Mexico, and this was right after Katrina. But right before Katrina, there were a lot of heavy winds. They knew it was coming. So, Florida was told right there in the Gulf, batten down the hatches, try to leave, try to come north. Well, my mother-in-law takes the dog outside to walk it, and it literally blows the dog up in the air. The dog was okay, but it wasn't the smartest thing in the world to do.
Oh, my God.
And, yeah, she walked her dog in a category. At the same time, it was a Category 3 storm. And, it ended up becoming a Category 4, and it was basically the end of Katrina. down there in the Gulf. So
Wow. Andy, thanks for sharing that. If you ever want to get in touch, easy peasy, 507-292-1053. Yeah, don't take your dog for a walk during a major storm. You know, you got to go outside, fine. I think you could find a way to do it that would not involve the dog being lifted up by the storm. Gosh, that dog must have been so scared. Woof. Anyway, so many pounds of meth and coke were seized. To carry it, Rochester police had to lift with their knees. Next in the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute.
Here's what you missed on the early morning.
17 pounds of cocaine and 6 pounds of meth were seized by Rochester police last Thursday in a raid at a local hotel. 2 men are facing felonies. Good morning, I'm James Raby. This is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute. With 23 pounds of coke and meth, they're citing intent to sell. Absolutely not for personal use, right? See mugshots and more on the Y105 FM app. More local news you'll find on our app this morning. Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy restaurant is being sued by the Mall of America. There are 3 new teams ranked number 1 in the latest rankings from the Minnesota Volleyball Coaches Association. 10 pancakes in southeast Minnesota you didn't know you need right now. And the Raby Shot. Today's doughhead is someone we've all grown to know and love, like that brother you wish would move out of the house and never come home and go away forever. Yeah, that guy, Kanye West. How'd you guess? He tweeted a message to Kim Kardashian, and because he has such a huge heart, the people of the UK. London, I know how you feel. I lost my queen, too. Oh, never at a loss for doughheadedness. Y105 FM weather for today. My perfect kind of day, sunny and 57. And yes, I'm wearing shorts and a big, heavy shirt. I'm loving it. Clear and then overnight fog. A low should be 31. Tomorrow, fog, frost, and sun. All in the morning and then all day. High around 58. If you're new to Rochester, this is exactly what you're going to get if you want to move here. It's awesome. You know, you could just stand there between the Mayo building and the Plummer building and watch the world go by for a while in that really cool park they have there, and you'll experience every kind of weather we have. It'd only take 2 days to get it all. Again for today, sunny and 57. It is 47, and Keisha's in the house in less than 15 for a single mom stories about life on dating apps. Please stick around for Adventures in Dating with Keisha and Rick Astley on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. To fall back into Hades or whatever that Greek mythology story is. See, I really paid attention in school. Good morning. It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. I'm James Raby, and it is time almost for Adventures in Dating with Keisha. We're just waiting for her to give us a call here. I want to tell you quick, you can win cash, seriously, just after 8 a.m., all right? You can win cash, and how cool would it be to have $30K in the at-work payday? Oh, the phone's ringing. Hey, it's Y105 FM.
Hi, this is Keisha.
Hey, Keisha, what do you got for us today in Adventures in Dating with you?
Early on, I think I had rickrolled somebody with Bruno Mars.
Yep.
This one, I actually rickrolled somebody, and it was glorious. So this guy, on his profile, said he wanted his woman to look like Barbie, and he expected to have his food on the table within 30 minutes of arriving at home. And I was like, well, I'm going to mess with this dude, because that's an unrealistic expectation these days, I feel like.
Right.
And so he said, what are some qualities you look for in a man? And I said, well, he's never going to give you up. He's never going to let you down. He's never going to run around and desert you. He's never going to make you cry. He's never going to say goodbye. He's never going to tell a lie and hurt you. And he goes, well, that's quite an impressive list. I can see why you're single.
Whoa!
And I said, is your name Rick? And he goes, no, it should say at the top of the conversation. It's Jeff.
Oh.
I said, because you got Rick-rolled. And then he told me I wasn't funny and blocked me.
This guy's a stranger to love. He's just a doughhead, and you know it. Rick rolling him is what you're all about. So am I. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Are you
already exhausted from all
Single weekday starting at 7:50, we kick off the 8 a.m. All Music Hour. It's true. Thank you to Channel 1 Regional Food Bank for making that happen. Remember, Empty Bowls is going on now. You buy one bowl of soup, and you're feeding 51 people. That's amazing. Anyway, it's Y105 FM's early morning show, and sometimes customers can be a bit difficult, right, Kathy? How many packs of barbecue sauce did you say the guy wanted?
45 barbecue sauces for a 10-piece order of nuggets. He came to the drive-thru and he says, "Yes, I'd like a 10-piece with I want 45 barbecue sauces, and I'll pay for whatever I have to be paid for." So he gets to the next window, which is our pay window, and he says, "Okay, how much do I owe?" She's like, "Well, for the 10-piece nuggets, you only owe $4 and some odd cents." She goes, "But for the 45 sauces that you want, your bill now comes to $10.42. He said, "I will not pay it." Took off and left. We haven't seen him since.
You know, I was doom scrolling the whole TikTok deal, and I came across a barista that has a customer that has, get this, 20 espresso shots with 5 pumps of classic syrup every single day. It costs her $22.57. That is an extreme beverage. So I want to hear about your customers that have odd orders. And Susan, you have a mayonnaise horror story?
I had one customer, she would come in and she would literally empty an entire bottle of mayonnaise on her sandwich.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Absolutely disgusting. Could not close this sandwich. It was oozing out the sides.
Everybody go outside. I'm serious.
And then I had this other customer that would come in and they like the same with black olives. So much black olives on this sandwich that you literally could not close it.
Black olives are really good, aren't they?
I'm talking like 4 solid handfuls, as much as you could cram into your hand. 4 solid handfuls of black olives on this sandwich.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like normal, like 3 handfuls. Seriously, I love black olives. I don't need black olives right now, but I do like black. Oh my gosh, I am going to die if I don't get some black olives right now. Anyway, go ahead.
And my thing is it's like, okay, you're tasting nothing but black olives, but here you put all these other vegetables on it too, like black olive sandwich.
I think 4 is too much, but I got to say, I love black olives on a cold cut combo at Subway. That is literally my favorite Subway sandwich. I know what I'm doing as soon as this show is over. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
It's the Y105
Show. My name is James Raby, and it's time for the Raby Shots. Raby Shots are doughheads in the news. And first of all, we have the violin report. The world's tiniest violin is playing for the scalpers who are selling iPhones, the new 14 on the streets of China. They're selling them at a discount because there's not a strong demand for them. Many scalpers report losing up to $140 on each phone. No! That's a tiny little violin playing just for them report. Also, Kanye West recently tweeted a message to Kim Kardashian and the people of the UK. London, I know how you feel. I lost my queen, too. Kanye. Doughhead City. And also one from the news today. 17 pounds of cocaine and 6 pounds of meth were seized by Rochester police last Thursday at a local hotel raid. We don't know which hotel it was. At least I don't yet. And all I can think is pounds of meth and cocaine? There's no way you can get away with saying, oh, that's just personal use. For crying out loud. Altogether, you got, 23 pounds of coke and meth just sitting there. Holy crap. But on the other hand, I'm glad the criminals are doughheads because, coke and meth, for crying out loud. It is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. Michelle has a chance for you to win $30,000 coming up just.
Get hot water when.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio on Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.